Today's horoscope, Libra February 17th, 2025. Discover your future with my daily horoscope for you about love, work, health, money and compatibility with other signs. The moon spends all day in your sign, and it's a time of new ideas, starting new trends, and making an impression. Your desire to be independent or do your own thing is strong. To some extent, you may be wearing your feelings on your sleeve. Still, watch for oversensitivity to what's being said around you later today. Remember that responding defensively doesn't resolve problems. If taking care of yourself means tuning out others to some degree, then don't hesitate to do so. Avoid a point of too much information. Also today, you begin a cycle that's strong for design and planning. You might thoroughly enjoy structuring your creative works or your play and leisure time. Your vision is unique and inspiring. Hobbies and creative pursuits can thrive with special attention, and your creations may stand now. This cycle lasts until January and supports learning, thinking, and sharing. You have more faith in your ideas. Interesting attractions can be in focus. Pallas, the mighty asteroid of wisdom, courage, and diplomacy, will shift into a new zodiac sign today. She ventures into a fellow sign. While the asteroids don't often create intense shifts that are quite as noticeable as the movements of the luminaries and planets, they do still grant us unique information about life. The asteroids are the embodiment of divine feminine goddesses and teach us about embracing that power within our lives. In Aquarius, Pallas will encourage you to understand life through your sense of equality, justice, and a humanitarian perspective. These traits will radiate through the cosmos and be noticeable to all. You or them? Choose yourself, as the moon in your sign squares Mars retrograde in Cancer and opposes Chiron in Aries. It is time for you to be selfish. You may have let one too many things slide in your work life. Co-workers could have taken advantage of you, clients might have overstepped their boundaries, supervisors could have undermined you. You deserve to be treated better. It might be initially challenging to stand up for yourself, but do not let this deter you. Put yourself first instead of making everyone else comfortable at your expense. Things may not go as planned today. Just when you are starting to get things going your way, something can happen to upset the whole picture. What you do in a situation like this says a lot about you. In order to have the patience and endurance you will need, be sure to get aerobic exercise. The oxygen in your bloodstream is converted directly into patience. And a bit of spicy food is good to get the toxins out of your blood too. You're not likely going to want to spend too much time around others on this day. It's a time that is filled with your own natural essence, and you are far more likely to be interested in spending time with your own thoughts. Even if this is a workday for you, you can always make plans to indulge in your favorite solo activities this evening. Be sure to consider the feelings of others if you do have to interact. The moon's return to Libra today is an ordinary monthly event and something that every 4 weeks brings a chance to check in and become more emotionally and intuitively engaged and aware. However, this will have wider implications. Just days after clashing as a full moon, this will put the sun and moon back in harmony, replacing any tension over recent days with a sense of balance and confidence. At the same time, this is going to power up the playful, creative, and adventurous side of life's fence in time for the weekend. While Pluto, the planet of change and transformation, is in the early months of what will be a 20-year visit to your romantic sector, and this will ensure the spirit of romance doesn't go off the boil. In the sun's last weekend here, the spirit of romance has to be a priority. While the solar is still shining on matters of the heart and all things romantic, there is a need to pay attention. Daily Planetary Overview. The moon in Libra forms a tense square with Mars retrograde in Cancer, stirring up emotions that may lead to moments of frustration, miscommunication, or impulsive reactions. Under this cosmic influence, tensions can surface unexpectedly, and you or those around you might act in ways that seem out of character. Have you ever caught yourself saying something in the heat of the moment that you later wished you could take back? This transit has a way of pushing emotions to the surface, sometimes leading to regrettable words or actions. But while temporary lapses in judgment can happen, they don't define you or your relationships. If conflicts arise, take a step back and focus on restoring harmony rather than letting discord linger. Making amends sooner rather than later can prevent unnecessary distance from those you care about. Socially, you are in high demand, as friends, family, and those close to you are drawn to your energy. People seek your guidance, support, or simply the comfort of your presence, and you may find that others are especially appreciative of your ability to listen and respond with kindness. Have you ever had someone tell you that just talking to you made them feel better? Your ability to offer understanding and encouragement is especially strong right now, making this a wonderful time to strengthen bonds with those around you. This warmth and openness also make you more likely to attract new connections, and you may cross paths with someone who leaves a lasting impression. Whether in friendships, professional relationships, or even romance, this is a time when genuine connections can flourish. If there have been any lingering misunderstandings or unresolved tensions in your relationships, this energy also provides the perfect opportunity to clear the air and rebuild trust. Holding on to past grievances only weighs you down, so if reconciliation feels right, take the step to heal and move forward. At the same time, the influence of Mars retrograde may make you more prone to inconsistency in decision-making. The temptation to say yes to every enticing opportunity or act on impulse may be strong, but it's important to think beyond the immediate excitement. Have you ever agreed to something in the spur of the moment, only to later realize that it wasn't in your best interest? While embracing spontaneity can be refreshing, it's equally important to consider long-term consequences. Not everyone around you can easily adjust to sudden shifts, and if others are relying on you, it's wise to move with intention rather than unpredictability. Approach situations with a sense of ease, and don't let temporary frustrations push you into rash decisions or unnecessary conflicts. If things don't go as planned, resist the urge to place blame. It's easy to point fingers when things don't unfold the way we expect, but dwelling on misfortune or projecting frustration onto others only disrupts relationships further. Instead, take a step back and consider the bigger picture. Have you ever looked back on a challenging situation only to realize that it ultimately led you to something better? Sometimes, setbacks are simply redirections, and the lessons they bring are more valuable than immediate success. Rather than engaging in arguments or allowing negativity to take over, focus on how you can adapt, learn, and grow. Financially, this is a favorable time for you, as your instincts for profitable decisions are especially strong. Whether negotiating a deal, making an investment, or handling financial matters, you have the ability to navigate opportunities with clarity and confidence. Have you ever had a moment where everything just seemed to align perfectly in a financial decision? That same energy is present now, making this an ideal time to make practical choices that set you up for success. However, staying grounded is essential. Avoid aiming unrealistically high or taking unnecessary risks. If you approach financial matters with patience and strategy, multiple options may open up to you. Any outstanding financial claims or lingering money matters could also find resolution in your favor, so take the initiative to address them rather than leaving things unresolved. As the day unfolds, remember that the energy of this transit is not here to create chaos, but rather to push you toward clarity and alignment. Are you allowing your emotions to dictate your actions, or are you using them as a guide to better understand yourself? Are you reacting to frustrations, or are you responding with awareness and intention? Every challenge presents an opportunity to grow, and every conversation, whether smooth or tense, has the potential to deepen understanding. The universe is reminding you that balance is always within reach, even in moments of tension. Stay mindful, stay open, and trust that the energy you put out into the world will come back to you in the best possible way.